up, good people?
What's up, good people, and welcome to the Elephant Wisdom Podcast, coming straight from the Elephant Room Studios. It is I, your host, Hark Jos L, CEO of Sons of SPPhillips, and right over there is my good friend Enrique, the engineer. Thank you, my friend, for coming in and being a part of this podcast episode. As always, I appreciate you, bro. I can't do this without you. And I am thrilled to have you all here with me today at the Elephant Wisdom Podcast. Now, remember, this is your podcast for motivation, inspiration, and domination. So dominate or don't, it's up to you. Now, today's episode is titled D.O.R, Discipline, Order, Respect, Highly Motivated, Truly Dedicated. Now, it's a mantra that has shaped my life, my work, and the way I approach challenges. So we're going to explore where this mindset came from, how it evolved, and most importantly, how you can use it to dominate your own life. But first, must take a minute to shout out the sponsor of today's episode, which is Sons of SPPhillips. Go to www.sonsofspphillips.com for a great selection of new, slightly used, designer name brand clothing and apparel. We also have our own custom items that are inspired by the people and motivated by the culture. Go to www.sonsofspphillips.com. Up to 70% off every day. Any orders over $45 gets free shipping, meaning I pay for the shipping. Go sign up now, and you may also get 15% off on your first order. I believe that's still on there, so go check it out. There's always something new on there, some good stuff, and it's an online boutique, it's an online thrift store. $1 million style for the $100 man. What else can you say? All right, I'll keep you looking good at a low price. No big deal. All right, so let's get started. The story of D.O.R begins many years ago when I worked in a multi-county juvenile facility. This was a place where young men or women would end up. I worked with the men, though. I worked with the young boys. Now, they would end up here if they were arrested or had charges or had a warrant. For some, it was a brief stop. For some, it could be a couple days. For some, it could be some weeks. For some, it could be a few months. It could stretch into a pretty long time as they waited trial or transfer to another state facility. So imagine being locked up for that long, especially at a young age. We had limited recreation time. They had minimal outlets for frustration. It could really wear on anyone. It wore on me just working there. To combat this, we implemented physical training sessions for the youth, keep them active and to keep them focused. Now, these weren't your average gym classes. They really weren't. They were not even gym classes. They were just recreation time. And we ran it real military style. Every move, push-ups, sit-ups, running, high-stepping was done together in unison as one complete total unit. And before we began and during the routines, we shouted out the question, what's D.O.R? The youth who knew what it meant would respond loud and proud, discipline, order, respect, sir. And the new kid, it wasn't too hard for them to pick up on it. And we would yell it again, what's D.O.R? Discipline, order, respect, sir. And then we add this extra part, just to seal off the commitment. Highly motivated, truly dedicated. So what's D.O.R? Discipline, order, respect, highly motivated, truly dedicated. Now, this was not a punishment. This was redirection, a way to shift their focus and to remind them of what mattered beyond those walls. Now, the one thing about this I'll never forget is how some of the youth, when they showed good behavior, we allowed them to lead the exercises for that day, sometimes that week. And you should see just how proud they were when they got to take charge and got to yell out, what's D.O.R? Discipline, order, respect. And they embodied the full discipline, order, and respect we were trying to teach them. Now, long after I left this job, I carried the D.O.R mantra with me. Now, I worked at summer camps. I facilitated mentor groups. Wherever I went, it became my compass. And I wasn't shouting it anymore, but the philosophy stayed the same. So I was using it with the students and the children I was working with, but I also kept it in the back of my mind for myself. So here's the truth. Discipline, order, and respect are the foundations for the domination in every aspect of life. When I say dominate or don't, it's up to you. I am really asking you, are you disciplined enough to stay focused on your goals? Do you have order? Have you prioritized, planned, and organized each step? Do you respect the process? Respect it enough to sacrifice to push through the discomfort? Now, this brings us to our $1 million question. Ching ching. What's your D.O.R? So take a moment to think about it. To truly apply D.O.R, here's what you need to do. Number 1, discipline. Start small. Identify one habit you can improve each day. Maybe it's waking up earlier, drinking more water, which is something you should do, or sticking to your workout routine, something you should start. Discipline is about consistent effort, even when it's inconvenient. Number 2, order. Get organized. Write down your goals, and then list your steps you need to achieve them. Put deadlines on those steps. Chaos is the enemy of progress. Order your life and watch the pieces fall into place. Respect. Respect the grind. Respect the setbacks. And respect the sacrifices you'll need to make. Success isn't instant, it's earned. Respect the process, and you'll start to appreciate every step forward, no matter how small. 4, highly motivated and truly dedicated. This is the fuel that keeps it all running. Motivation gets you started, but dedication keeps you going. Find your why, your deep reason for doing what you're doing. Let that push you through every challenge. This isn't just a philosophy, it's a lifestyle. This isn't just a mantra, it's a mindset. And it's one I live by every single day. I dominate. When you embrace D.O.R, you're committing to a higher standard for yourself. The question is, are you ready to dominate? Each day is made to dominate. Dominate or don't, it's up to you. That's what I keep asking you. I keep saying it. It's what I keep posting on my LinkedIn. It's what I keep posting on my pages. Dominate or don't. Dominate or don't. Dominate or don't. Thank you for joining me on the Elephant Wisdom Podcast one more time. Now, I hope today's episode inspired you to think about how you can implement D.O.R in your life. Discipline, order, and respect. These aren't just words, they are the keys to unlocking your potential. Here's what I want you to do today. Reflect on your D.O.R. Ask yourself, am I disciplined, organized, and respecting the process? If the answer is no, what's one thing you can change starting right now? Here's another thing I want you to do. I want you to D.O.R and make sure you like and subscribe like I keep asking y'all to do so I can get these numbers up. Now, this is the Elephant Wisdom Podcast. Remember, this is your podcast. This is your podcast for motivation, inspiration, and domination. So dominate or don't, it's up to you. Continue to hit us up on social medias, Facebook, IG, and X, Sons of SPP. All day. If you got questions, if you have something you want me to talk about, let's do it. If you want to come on and be a guest, we have the space for it. I've already had one guest. Now, as you go through your journey, here's one last thing I want you to do. Don't forget to pray along the way. Because no matter how big the challenge, prayer keeps you grounded. So until next time, stay highly motivated, stay truly dedicated, and stay ready to dominate each day. See you soon.